Alright, so a little video about some advice that I will give, that I have given before, that I wish that I had taken, but I haven't, but I'm going to. If you're keeping fish, or really any pets, whether it be one betta fish, one goldfish, or a fish room full of thousands and thousands of fish, you should keep a journal or a log of some sort for your fish. And I've been using the videos for that, but I really need to write it down on paper and make me a little journal of my fish. And what you would put into this would be when you feed them, what you feed them, water temperatures when you check them, odd behaviors when you pick up a fish, when they breed, when they die, when they get a disease, when you give medications, when you pick up a fish, what type of fish it is, where you got it, how much you paid for it, all that kind of stuff. Everything about the fish that you can, because you don't know what will come in handy. Why do you need this? Because you don't know what information you'll need later and what you will forget. Okay, so a little story. I used to own a fish store, a pet store, and numerous times I've had people come in and say, will this fish over here go with the fish I have at home? Well, yeah, I don't know what fish you have at home. What do you have? And say, well, I've got a tetra, I've got some of those little sucker fish, and a couple catfish. Well, that narrows it down. How many species of catfish and suckerfish and tetras are there? I've also had people come in that says, I bought an orange fish the other day and it's acting funny. Well, what kind of orange fish was it? Well, it was one about this big. None of my other fish are acting funny, just the orange one. What other kind of fish do you have? We're not talking about them, they're doing fine. It's the orange one that's the problem. They don't know what type of fish they have. All I know is it's orange and that big. And the orange fish, kind of a not so funny but kind of funny story. I finally got it out of them. They didn't buy it from my store, and I kind of walked down the fish tanks and it's like, do you see anything here that looks like it? And they pointed and said, this one right here, this is it exactly. A clownfish, saltwater. They'd taken it home and put it in with their freshwater live bearers, because the other pet store that they were at didn't even bother to ask what they had or anything. They just said, yeah, he'll do fine in that size tank. Didn't ask if he even had a saltwater tank. So that's why little orange fish was acting funny. But yeah, if you write down that I bought a Ocellaris clownfish and I put him in with platies and guppies, well, that'll explain why your little orange fish is acting weird. Or if you write down that I fed my fish bologna and the next day they're laying on their side having trouble breathing, well, you might be able to diagnose what the condition is there. Then you make a note of that and what type of treatment you used. It's also good if you miraculously somehow don't have any troubles, that you can keep track of the age of the fish and when the fish spawned and and what good combinations you've had, what successes you've had, and you can use that to share with others. Keeping a notebook or a journal of some sort, whether it's electronic, if it's written just in pen on some paper, it's a really good idea. That way you remember what you've done, what you've got to do. When was the last time you did a water change? What's the good water conditioner that you have been using? Because if you use it up and it gets thrown out and you go to the store to buy it and you don't remember what you were using, that's written in my little notebook here. They don't have to be big. They can be small. You can have multiple ones. You can have a different one for each tank, different one for each fish. Whatever works for you. But take notes. It makes your life easier as a fish keeper. The fish's life easier being your pet. And, you know, the fish store worker's life a lot easier when you go in and say, I got a catfish, a sucker fish, and an orange fish, and I want this fish here to go with it. Will it work? Do any of you all keep fish logs, notebook or something about your fish? It's very helpful, and that's one of the things that I've told many people to do, and it's been very helpful for me as a store owner when somebody does bring in and say, I bought this red swordtail on February 3rd, and it was doing fine eating Aqueon Tetra or Aqueon Tropical Flakes, and then it started acting funny right after I started giving it goldfish pellets. Well, try changing your food back and see if that helps. Having documentation and notes to go off of makes things a million times easier. You can tell when you got the fish, what you can put it with, you know, what it works well with, how its attitude is, a ton of stuff. And who knows, you may come across something that you jot down that it's the first time it's ever witnessed, and you can write an article or a book or something about it. But leave your comments if you keep notes on your fish or any other suggestions about doing this. And hit the thumbs up or thumbs down button. Hit the subscribe button if it's your first time here. Or if it's not the first time here and you still haven't subscribed, you can hit the subscribe button too. I won't tell that you haven't done it yet. Hit the notification bell so that you find out when I put out new videos. And if you want, hit that little share button up there. Tell your friends. We'll have a good time together. And until next time, we'll see ya.